Hey guys, good morning. How you guys doing? What is happening? What's up, TGIF? Thank goodness it's Friday. What's up, Melissa? Hey, Cappy Goat. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well, having a good week. If you haven't noticed, we're going back to the traditional schedule starting next week, so each sign gets an individual reading read, so I'm looking forward to getting to do that again. It's going to be fun. And hold on, I forgot, we got that new way of doing this where I look at the super chats. Come on. Nope, it's like, nope. Stupid cord. There we go. All right. What's it? No, anyways, it's just a cord. Okay. How are you guys doing? Do. Let me get this set up. Sweet. There we go. Boom. And we're live. Sweet. There we go. So they don't need to hear me. There we go. That'll work. What was the way that I saw this? Just this one. Ha! I did it. Okay, now we're in business. All right, it was only the second time out, so it took a minute. I had to figure it out. What's up, JM1222? Thanks for coming in. Hey, Crystal. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Anna? How you guys doing today? Ready for the weekend? I am. Big plans, lots of sleep. No. All right, guys. What's up, Tess? How you doing? Haiti Love, Linny Pooh Bear. Oh my gosh, I missed you. Good to see you. How are you? Thanks for coming in. All right, you guys ready to read some super chats, see what's going on in y'all's life? And we're doing a pick card later, too. There's a pick card coming this afternoon at 3 o'clock, too. Hey, morning, Raymond. What's up? How are you? Thanks for coming in. So yeah, I got a new schedule scrolling across the bottom of the screen so that we can get back into doing individual signs. So that's going to be kind of fun. Us too. And I think this one's like one of the weekends that the storm actually happens too. Usually there's like one good one a year where they predict something really bad and nothing happens. But I got a feeling this one's going to happen. Morning, Busy Dog. What you up to? All right, let's see what we got cooking today. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a weekend. Should we go sledding or go out in the snow and have a walk? You know, might as well make the best of it. It helps beat out seasonal depression. Girl in Love, what you up to? Hi, how you doing? All right, let's see what's cooking. I'm going to get into this here, and let's switch over onto this screen. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we're in business. All right, and there'll be another. I might do a super chat over the weekend if I'm just hanging out or bored, or Mama Pisces is sleeping in, Mama Scorpio, Mama T is sleeping in. I might. I don't know. We'll see. How much are they talking down there? What do you guys all got for snow predictions? They're talking 6 to 12 in Metro Detroit. And the models and stuff that I was looking at this morning through my app, it's like, I'm like, oh man, this one's really going to happen. This isn't one of those like Boy Who Cried Wolf. All right, let's see what we're cooking with. Girl in Love's going to go first. Cool beans. And you're going to be at 3:33. How's that for a timestamp? Here we go. All right, let me connect in and let's see what we got cooking. Girl in Love, you need a spinny hug, don't you? Because that was a little bit of a deck jam. So I'm going to grip you up. You get your own spinny hug today. All right, start giggling. Gonna mess your hair up. I hope you didn't do it already. And if you did, sorry. But all right, tap in and tune in. Let's see. Does B have feelings for me or is it one-sided? All right, let's see what's up. Oh, you put a sad emoji. You did need a spinny hug. In Austin, Texas? No way. Oh my gosh, this cold snap is going way south, or way more than usual. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what's up. Does B have feelings for Girl in Love or is it all one-sided? Let's see what we got going on. The Three of Cups, it's not one-sided. The Emperor to the Six of Wands shows that the biggest thing he's got to work to overcome in order to be in a more proper, like two-sided where you feel that it's more reciprocal, is he's got to kind of get out of his own ego's way. He worries more really kind of about himself and his own self-worth and like what's best for him. So he doesn't really take your feelings or anyone's into considerations. It does show he can successfully overcome that. And the King of Swords, he gets into his head a lot, even for being a guy. He's kind of a little bit insecure at times. Brandon, what? Exactly. And so I do see, though, that he can overcome this one. That's a big part of it. He's more worried about polishing the inside of his cup than the outside of it, right? A lot about status, clout, perceived value. The High Priestess. See what he hides behind the scenes? He's also slow. Knight of Pentacles on the Chariot. But it'll start to pick up. The Emperor drives the Chariot into a great battle. So it tells me that he can't overcome this. King of Swords energy shows that, like, he kind of gets into his own head a lot and he fights with himself internally. We've never seen this part of him because it's like part of him's like, he wants to be a part of this, then part of him doesn't. It's because he's like, I'm not ready. But then he's like, I am ready. So he's in that transition stage. So no wonder it comes across as if he's not interested. The High Priestess, what's that? My Leo Venus is shedding. Hold on a second. There we go. High Priestess, he hides a lot of his feelings away. No wonder you're sitting here wondering what his deal is. I should talk to him. But the Chariot card, he can overcome this Knight of Pentacles. Even though he is a little slow on the uptake, because of how he's not super grounded into himself, it's a bit of his emotional maturity that leaks out. But he'll overcome it with the Six of Swords to the King of Swords. Six of Wands to the King of Swords. See, even he gets a lot of air energy into his minds. All right. Why hasn't he responded to her texts? Why hasn't he responded to her texts? Because what's he in his head about anyways? What's overwhelming so much that he doesn't wish to proceed? Ace of Pentacles. But that's that with the Ace of Cups and the Death card. Okay, so he's got, King of Swords, the duality, Gemini energy. He needs to become less emotional and tap into more of his logic. He hides a lot of his feelings away because he gets too into his head about things, and so he'd rather just go introverted and hide away instead of talking about it. Because he really hasn't been loved, and so he didn't know how to respond. It's not a no answer. No answer is an answer. It's, I don't know what to say, so until I figure it out, Knight of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles, I'm going to wait. So it doesn't mean you haven't gotten a reply at all. It just means not yet. So what's in the Death card as to why he hasn't? The Tower card and the Seven of Swords. Something he's been planning in his own self, in his own personal life, is kind of falling apart. Okay? It's the energies, with Four of Pentacles. It's almost the energies that, like, did he invest in Hakatua coin? Or something like that? Because it's like, he doesn't have, like, it's like he invested his last life savings into something that's not panning out. And because of it, he's in his head about the money, and then the love takes a back seat. So it's not another person or anything like that. There's no Three of Swords vibes. We just got the Three of Cups. I don't pull the Wedding at Cana in that. I pull that he parties too much. It's like that he's so into his own vibes that he enjoys the single life, right? Judgment card. Oh, but he's starting to look inward because there's been a white rabbit that came up. Like he went to a party or he lost all his money and couldn't go, and then the Eight of Swords. See? He's trying to figure out how to tell it to you for, like, he's looking at his phone being like, how do I reply to that? How do I tell her, here's what's really going on? He's never had nobody in his life help him through his emotions. So he bottles it all up, and then when he doesn't know what to do, he locks himself up in analysis paralysis. But he's still going to reply because the Eight of Swords is the power of the pause. Trying to think on the Judgment card of how to say what to say. It's almost like he promised you he'd stop partying, and he spent too much money on partying, and now he doesn't know how to, it's like, at first he was like, easier to ask for forgiveness instead of permission, but now he doesn't know how to ask for forgiveness. Eight of Wands, Justice, and the Eight of Pentacles. He's working on it, though. He's working to balance his left brain and right brain out, all right? He's having career issues. That's what it is. So give this man patience because his self-worth's being affected by the work. Eight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. He'll get that stuff back in order. He's got nobody in his corner for it. It's not like if he's like job search, stuff like that, that's what's affecting him. See, there's like no Three of Swords, so it can't be the wife that's affecting him. That's the thing. Hold on. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, right back around to the money side of things. I think they're falling out of love because of the fact that he's not being able to provide for her. So she might be the one where like the status and the clout chasing happens, Page of Cups, polishing the outside of the cup, where she's more worried about how others perceive her. And because his self-worth is being affected by his money, it's almost like she's going to go, well, if you can't, I'm accustomed to a lifestyle, and if you can't provide for me, I don't want you anyways. Because she's not in his energy. In that their marriage is not working out. She's in his energy. So if I had a Three of Swords, I'd have pulled on her vibes. But we had to ask about it, which means in his mind, the marriage is already over. So it could be logistics that are even involved why he's not reaching out, okay? Because he can't provide what she's used to, Eight of Pentacles on the Four of Pentacles, and it's then affected the situation. Seven of Swords. the plans for his future aren't working out the way it was, because he's realizing in order to get the future he wants, foreign wishes, somebody that's just in it for to be together, he's got to wind up with you. This is the Tower moment. God's not going to provide for him to find a job until the divorce happens. That's the thing, because she's been taken advantage of. No wonder his self-work's messed up. Brandon. See, it's more of a spinny hug Brandon this time. Now we're finding deeper into the vibes. God's not going to let him get his career in order until she's out of it. Because if he gets his career in order first, as my ring finger itches, he is like, she'll stay for the money. You know? And so God's like, we can't let that happen until she's out of the picture. That's how the Tower card's breaking down for him. Have true patience with him, because it's all starting to unravel in his side of the fence to close it out, clear it out, so he can come in your direction. And you're like, whoa, Archer, you're biblical. You shouldn't be like, you wouldn't do that. No, that's one of the things. That's one of the things that God didn't approve of and would condone a divorce. It's in the Bible, but it's okay. So I hope that helps. All right, next up is going to be Anna, Go to Him. I still love that song. That's a good Beatles song. Anna, Go to Him. All right, you're going to be at 11:17. Let's do that. All right, what new is in store for me in love? Let's find out. What new? Oh, there we go. Two of Cups, soulmate vibes. King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Whoa. Hold on. I'm going to fill you in. The Emperor, the Chariot, King of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles. What's new? All right. Setting the prompts and having kits scan for only new energies with God. What I'm seeing that comes in on this one, the Emperor who drives a chariot into a great battle, King of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles, right? It starts off with the King to the Queen of Wands, which tells me that the pause in your love life is because this Two of Cups soulmate, not your twin flame, is the one that is currently over in their life going through a divorce. It's a passion couple. They have a lot of fighting going on, right? However, the masculine, the spouse in this connection, will drive the chariot through this wall. King of Swords, the one in the tarot voted most likely to get divorced. I still have my tarot high school yearbook, which leads to a new offer for you. All right. So as this gets finalized, here's the straight up heads up. This is one of those vibes, Anna, that you guys will meet serendipitously in town through your day-to-day actions. Okay. So whatever you're doing, if it's I go to yoga, Archer, then I have to stop at the bank, then I got to pick up prescriptions. Do you, because somebody new comes in that is currently in the state of a pending divorce, and you're going to be there with them as like a buddy status as they go through it, and they leave their spouse to come and be with you. All right, they're in the midst of it happening like right now as we speak, and because it happens through local serendipitous meetup, that means they live in your town, in your local community. Nine of Pentacles. Oh. So I'm giving you a past energy on this person in the fact that they've already gone through the divorce and they're in a Nine of Pentacles single status. Nice. So the reason that I'm mentioning that their Queen of Wands, the ex, is still involved, Magician card, is because the ex is the runner. But in the Three of Wands, they're already approaching, okay? This other one's already ran away from it, or they ran away from the marriage after it dissolved. And the Magician card shows they will be exactly what you've wished for. Every little one bit of your manifestations. I want them to be left-handed. I want whatever. See how it's like specific I'm getting? You're going to be shocked that everything you've been manifesting all this time is literally, it's like you're setting your search parameters, right? With God and the universe. Okay, I want them to have this. Checkbox, filter it out. I want them to be like this. Checkbox filters out more people. And it's narrowing down the one that is exactly what you've been manifesting this whole time. 10 of Pentacles. This is why I love tarot. God, you're so cool when you fucks. All right? So this is already happening in a neighborhood near you. All right. Pop. Okay, next up is, I don't know why I gave you like a grand finale song. That was kind of funny. All right. So let's see here. Next up is going to be Carla. What's up, Carla? What you doing, hon? All right, you're going to be at 14:30. All right, let's see what we got for Carla. All right, you've got a Valentine's Day idea for Virgo. Ooh, okay. I'm only giggling because I have a feeling, being that he's a Virgo, he's going to totally love this idea. Virgos have a tendency to Ace of Wands sometimes. Shh. Anyways, hold on. Let's see. Should I do another told you. Should I do another photo session and finally tell him how I feel? Or should I wait until he makes the first move? Please advise. And thank you. You got it. I got you, girl. Let's see what's up. Here we go. Fellow Virgos in the room. Am I wrong? I'm a Virgo moon and rising. Okay, it's fine. We're all human beings. Ace of Pentacles. Nice. Okay, I dig it. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Moon card, the Two of Cups. And it goes right to the Ten of Cups. You got to act on this. This is a good idea. But you got to wait till Valentine's Day. All right? Because you already want to do it over the weekend. Do it over the weekend still. Initiate because the guy needs some help with that. Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups shows that when it comes to real love, Cancer energy, he's never experienced it. Single. He's got no idea how to do this stuff. All right? Maybe straight up he had an ex that he tried sending Ace of Wands pictures to, and it got him in trouble, or she didn't like it because she was very controlling and wasn't really in the relationship for a real reason anyways. So he don't understand the real love. You got to start first. You got to teach him how to open up a little bit more, and you also got to communicate with him to tell him what you like. Otherwise, he won't know. And then he'll do some stupid stuff. But should you go through with your idea, of course, it's build-ups. You still do it. It's just the Valentine's Day one's got to be epic. All right? Like, you got to set the stage and set the tone. You might even want to do videos. Oh my gosh, this is getting out of hand. But that's the thing. All right? Moon card to the Two of Cups. What nobody else knows won't hurt. But you leading the dance is allowing him to open back up and be himself again from the way his exes screwed him over. All right? So you are totally advised to go ahead and continue doing what you're doing. It's part of your y'all's Ten of Cups journey. And Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords. Don't bring up the grand Valentine's Day photo shoot until then. All right? Because you have a really hard time keeping surprises, don't you? And now you're starting to fall in love, and he's reciprocating, and you're going to start not being able to keep surprises. So that's the only thing, is it's got to be mum's the word until Valentine's Day. But leading up to that, keep going. All right? He needs a woman to kind of lead the dance a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Because remember, it still leads to those vibes that we have pulled back way back from day one. That it's somebody that is coming into the energy of happy wife, happy life. All right? So you got to let them know. You have not one bad card here. It's just that you're both nervous about how to proceed. Okay? You're still learning to open up. It's still that awkward initial phase thing going on. That it's like, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do. All right? You can totally do what you want to do. Virgos in the room. Virgos in the room. Paging all Virgos. All right? Give us one. Okay, Virgos? Spider-Man. Everybody gets one. Virgos, you totally like the Ace of Wands energy, don't you? All right, Virgo cross watchers, don't be nervous. All right, good job. Okay, next up is going to be Hey, move. What's that pop-up screen? I don't even know what that does. That's cool. Okay, Tess. Yay. Okay, what's up? It's Tess. Hey, hon. Oh, I like the sunflower emojis. Thanks, Tanvi. That's cool. Okay. Let's see. What do I need to know? That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, I get to filter this for awesome. All right, Kit, give me everything you got, buddy. David Hasselhoff, hi. Anyways, you're going to be at, you have to have 1818, so let's just hang out for 2 seconds. Okay, let's see. What does Tess need to know right now that's awesome? Whatever she needs to know right now that's awesome. Okay? 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Lovers, 5 of Cups, the Star card, exactly as it's planned with the Tower card. Do understand at the moment, Tess, your person is going through the Tower. The Tower is the energy in your guys' divine blueprint that leads him your way. Just like how the 3 wise men used the star to find the baby Jesus. All right? And Tess, you're cool. I don't know what just stopped this message, but God likes the fact that you want your baby Jesus to be cool. Like your baby Jesus got to rock a tuxedo t-shirt. God's like, I like that. All right? That Tower card that keeps coming up is because you know he's been resisting this, right? He's at that point where he's been hitting that wall for a while, and he finally got to the point that the foundation kind of started to crumble. So it's actually happening in real time. 8 of Cups, the 9 of Cups shows him walking away from it, just like you've been hoping for and wishing, and 9 of Cups praying for. At the moment, he's rather internalized. 5 of Cups, okay? The depression that he feels like he missed out on the cycle coming around, those 5 stages of the separation phase, not even understanding that it's a cycle. It's going to happen one more time around, okay? You guys do keep coming back around to repeat that test until you both have leveled up to be ready. And this is that Tower moment that's unlike any other Tower moment for him that causes the change to have to happen because the wall that he's been facing is finally crumbling. Okay? With it being the end of the year of the snake, apparently he's facing his demons internalized, and that's a lot of his own stubbornness and ego. It's an 80s song, Tess. When the walls come crumbling down, when the walls... I don't know why that song resonates, but it just popped. But it's exactly what you've been wishing for. So hang tight. Understand that it is... We'll come back here. That tower card. It is happening. And what you're going to notice in the next week or so, the next 7 days, is that this tower card, if you've been seeing the tower card a lot in readings that you watch, it's going to stop showing up. And you almost be like, whoa, something's changing. The tower card doesn't appear anymore. Okay? Or vice versa. No tower card starts showing up. Okay? Take it in whichever direction it resonates. But it still leads to him elevating and in the Nine of Wands, coming back your way for an apology. Okay? Hope that helps. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Okay, next up. And thanks, Tess. Spinny hugs. Jersey Girl. What up, y'all? All right, Jersey Girl. Let's see. Let's put you at 2111. Nice. I like it. I'm doing some Frankie timestamps right now. I miss Frankie. I got to text her later tonight. I got to see what she's been up to. Anyways, okay. Is Derek on his way yet? And did he have the dream? Didn't get Sag background for the commercial? Really? Come on now. Any TV and film roles? All right, give me a couple cards on each. Give me a couple cards on Derek and a couple cards on the career. Let's see. Stop. Okay. The Three of Wands. He had the dream, and with the Magician, he's dilly-dallying about it. All right? It's like he's unsure of how to proceed with it. Look at him looking out. All right? And being, I'm not sure what to do. So the thing is, he's trying to gather his wits about him. All right? I'll get a couple cards on a second. But now over on the work side, 10 of Wands into Temperance. Do be patient, because there is. Here's the kind of the cool vibes I'm seeing is our friend Eric Stoltz. There is actually, here's what's going to happen, okay? Oh, the nose. My nose is itching. Holy moly. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Whoever got the part you auditioned for is going to totally be in Eric Stoltz energy. You hang tight because you're in Michael J. Fox energy. So they're going to need you so they can reshoot the scenes, right? Sorry, Eric Stoltz. Anyways, Michael J. Fox was literally destined to play this role. There's a lifetime, there's a timeline somewhere where Eric Stoltz is Marty McFly. It's just not the one we're in. And you're making Michael J. Fox energy. Look at the 10 of Wands to Temperance. And Screen Actors Guild, SAG, SAG. Both of these cards are Sagittarius cards. So hang tight because they picked an Eric Stoltz, method actors. They're fun. And they're going to be coming back around and be like, are you still interested? I don't know how it works because I never made it that high up in the SAG leads because I was in the musical side. But 10 of Wands Temperance, basically, if this was just a standard work reading, I'd be like, wow, they really picked the wrong person for the role, and they'll be calling you back. All right? Now, you manifested the dream into his energy, which means everything you wanted and wished for him to be, that's a lot to change, right? That ain't going to happen overnight. Okay, hold on. The 4 of Wands. However, it will happen. The 2 of Wands. So he's been through the worst of it after reflecting onto the dream. Oh my God, with the Judgment card of the 2 of Wands, he can't get the dream off his mind. He's like, of all the dreams, this is the one I remember. You know what I mean? But in the 9 of Cups, just like I said, just as you wish for, all the little changes you've been praying for and wishing for are happening on his side. All right? Also, why you're still being test after test after test. Because God's preparing you because all the stuff he's going through to change, God's like, oh man, you better be ready too. So that's why lately there's been so many tests, all right? But in the meanwhile, the job thing, oh yeah, see 7 of Swords, look at them walking around, realizing they hired the wrong person. Look at all the headshots, all the bios they're looking at, and like, oh man, where was that one girl? Where was that one girl? It's kind of like how Carl Reiner, when he decided he wanted Mary Tyler Moore to be Laura Petrie, and he just kept telling everybody he's like, just go find me the girl with 3 names, the girl with 3 names, right? It's that vibe. So they're looking for you right now because you were better suited for the role anyways. Okay, hope that helps. In the future, you might get a role that you could be like whatever the next generation's version of Lara Croft Tomb Raider is. You may get that role because I was just humming the Indiana Jones theme song. Anyways, maybe Archerdamus prediction, y'all. They're going to do a reboot of Indiana Jones but they're going to do like they did with Ghostbusters, how the Ghostbusters put girls into the roles instead of men. Indiana Jones is going to be Indiana Jane. And it's very possible in the chat right now, we have the actress that will play that role. Anyways, okay, back to your regularly scheduled Archer programming. Okay. Fancy Nancy. What's up, darling? All right, Nancy. Why did I just hit my table? That was mean. All right, you're at 2517. All right, Nancy. The more I tell him I miss him, he's been distant. I'm very sad, been hurt. Okay. He is awake all night talking to V. When will he give to me? His wife also happy. Interesting. All right. Thank you. Just as I'm saying interesting, which means this is going to be interesting. The liars, the liars, the liars. Whoa. Seven of Swords, the Page of Swords, in the High Priestess. Currently, right now, Matune is learning a lesson about lying. All right? Because there's a lot behind the scenes that neither of them know that the other is. It's causing to be a bit of a High Priestess red flag. I mean, check this out. All the cards that jumped out of the deck are all cards of deception. The High Priestess, hiding stuff behind a veil. Page of Swords, right? He's like he's like planning and prepping and everything. The High Priestess, the way he's kind of playing everybody against everybody else right now, the happiness from the wife is not real, all right? His wife is not happy. She's in a state of jealousy, and she is preparing for the crash out, okay? So there's a lot of fighting going on behind the scenes. She's faking it, all right? He's telling Val something's ending. He's lying to everybody. He's telling Val that everything's ending between his spouse. The spouse is, are they just a swingers couple? Knight of Pentacles, they're a little slow on the uptake. The Queen of Pentacles, oh, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands. They're a swingers couple. Whoa. Put your keys in the hat at the door. Why do I know about any of this stuff? I'm Archer. I've been through a lot of lifetimes. Anyways, okay. Not this goober with the weird Leo haircut. I could have picked anybody. I could have picked Jason Bateman. I picked this goober. Anyways, here's the thing. Here's the weird thing on this one. I can now find out why and when he doesn't come your way. Here's the scary dairy thing, okay? You represent real commitment. That's why in all the other readings, I pull the vibes that you two always wind up together and both of your relationships end, right? Because he still watches you even though he's not reaching out because he's in the safe place right now. There's no, even with his wife, there's no commitment. This party was over before it got started, okay? She's been cheating on him for years. Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands, that's the town bike. Everybody's had a ride. What about those little white electric scooters mean something to you? Those little things that I crash when I'm in Nashville because I really suck at riding them? Six of Swords to the Five of Swords. Honey, you need to see things from a different perspective. He'll be reaching out here shortly because the thing is, the fact that they're all lying to make everything seem like it's going well is going to start catching up with them, Nance. Okay? He gets spooked by you because you represent a real commitment and he's unsure of how to proceed. Here's the thing. The reason he gets quiet and so slow on the uptake, he actually has feelings deep enough for you that he doesn't want to bring you to his key party. They're swingers. Whoa. And I'm not judging. It's cool. I feel like Steve Irwin. He was a Pisces, you know. I feel like Steve Irwin. And just be like, crikey. Now we figured out what they're doing over in the bushes. Whoa. It's like, whoa. And so the reason he stays over in the safe zone is because he doesn't know how to be in just a one-on-one relationship. And that kind of shorts out his brains because he wants that with you. All right? It's literally the energy with the star card that if you went more lackadaisy, you need to go through your Olivia Newton-John phase, right? Tell me about it, stud. All of a sudden, he'd be like, whoa, wait a second. Nancy, when did you get sexy? And you're going to be like, I got chills, they're multiplying. Anyways, John Travolta has a pilot's license. So the King of Swords into the Two of Pentacles shows that's the problem. He gets into his head about you because he doesn't know how to treat you like a fun time because he's got feelings for you. I hope that makes sense. If you relaxed your lovey-dovey side and had some fun and went with it, you'd be shocked out of your mind how fast he reached out to you. Because then he'd be like, I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. And then you'd even get the diamond and the intimate times. He's been through so many problems in his current marriage that the fact that he wants marriage with you, like what we pull on, freaks him out. That's wild. Oh my God, we're getting deeper than I ever saw before. But I hope that helps. There is no love in that marriage. That is so sad. No wonder, like, why God has never stopped this from happening. Because he's like, whoa, that marriage is just all kinds of different, right? And because Mattoon has the energetical vibes of real love, it's what shorts him out. He's got to figure out how to compartmentalize that. That's the thing too. You know he wants a real relationship with you, right? Like, he wants you to be his wife. Told you, Ten of Pentacles. I don't know how that plays over onto your side, but he wants the whole thing with you. And that's the little part that slows him down. He's jealous of your husband because your husband got you, and he doesn't like that. And that's one of his derailments, okay? So that's a big part of his, whoa, what's up with that? Because he can't treat you bad because he's got feelings for you that he doesn't understand. Now, he'll process through that. If you're willing to hang out and give him some time for it and be a little calm and cool, the power of the pause, his Ace of Wands will pop. Three of Cups, he still wants to marry you. He can't treat you like an option. He wants to treat you like a spouse. And that's where he gets like, I don't know what to do. I hope that helps. All right. Next up, that was deep into his energies. Holy moly. Okay, what's up with, Toronto. I got to come to Toronto. I haven't been there in a minute. And it's not that far of a drive from Detroit. We can go we could go right across the new bridge when it opens. I'm going to come, we're going to take a weekend and go to Toronto. Is that cool, Ethel? Anyways, let's see what we got on this. All right. I just want to call you M Toronto, Manisha. I kind of like M Toronto. Okay, let's see. You're going to be at 3144, which is a really cool, yeah. Frankie and I are going to definitely talk at some point later today because I'm getting all the cool Frankie timestamps. Okay, let's see. Love life. Anything that I need to know. Oh, you got it. All right, give me everything you got for M Toronto. The one that made me decide I want to add Toronto to the vacation list. It's like America, but friendlier. I'm an American citizen. Not much longer, Archer. Shut up. Okay, 10 of Wands. Meanwhile, back at your reading, the Nine of Swords and the 10 of Swords, it leads to the Death card on the Hermit. Whoa. And the Wheel of Fortune with the Fool card. He wants only you. So in your love life, what I'm seeing here is he's getting into his head a lot. 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, about how to proceed. And he gets into his head so much that it overwhelms him, right? And it leads to those feelings of insecurities. But in the Wheel of Fortune, to the Fool card reversed, he doesn't want anybody else. He doesn't want a new start, right? Knight of Cups, he wants to come your way. And something about the motorcycle like totally resonates, okay? King of Swords. Why are we dealing with so many people that like are going through, like, are you guys going, like, did you guys go through either a breakup or a divorce or a pending divorce or like a breakup that neither of you guys really ever wanted to happen? Because the Emperor card on the King of Wands, his ego was writing checks his body couldn't cash. And he, with the Wheel of Fortune, he's chose to put an end to that. So you got somebody going through a little bit of, you know how like it's the death of the, it's the death of the dismissive avoidant energies. Death card to the Hermit card, he's got himself worried sick. Just so you know. And not anything bad, but he really does regret. If I knew then what I knew now, I wouldn't have closed that door. Hermit card to the Death card. So it's a runner turning into a chaser. All right. As we close out the energetical year of the snake for your person, they're closing out their avoidant energies, which it's runner turning chaser. So the opposite of dismissive avoidant would be like super duper clingy, which means they're going to come running your way solely because they choose to. They don't want anybody else. They're healed. Like, you know how with some of your exes, you were like the relocation specialist for them. You fixed them up and then they found somebody else. This one's your keeper. This is the one that gets fixed up and then comes back in. So you picked the right one. All right. But it's literally like this one here is like your Knight Rider car. If I ever get to the money to build a Knight Rider car, because I've built 3 of those things, they were sold off for other people or 2 other people. The next one I build is going to be my forever Knight Rider car. Essentially how Archer wants it to be. Screen accurate, 3rd season. And this one here is a little bit of 3rd time's the charm because something made me specify that I'm going to build a 3rd season Knight Rider car. But that's really a random Archer effect nobody cares about. Meanwhile, 8 of Pentacles, he's working on it. He's going through the process of healing through this. And with the World card, he does successfully close this chapter and this cycle out. Your love life will be on track by February 12th at the latest. Now, give me like a little bit of what she needs to know, besides the fact that Archer's coming to town. Archer Claus is coming to... Six of Wands. Apparently, I am going to go on a road trip. Cool. Now, the Moon card's out next. Okay. The Devil, the Magician card, and the Chariot. Okay, do understand that with this Devil card, the fear of the unknown, the silence, understand that you and your person are on the right track. And yet with the Moon card, whenever those fears creep into your mind of like, it's not going to work out, he doesn't even think about me anymore, that's when the Devil starts to thrive and like, oh yes, cool. M. Toronto's fearing that this isn't going to work out. And then the Devil shows up. You're right, M. Toronto. He's probably moved on with somebody prettier. And it's like, shut up, Toby. Because with the Magician card of the Chariot, do understand that you're the one manifesting all these major changes. That's why you're going through so many tests. He's going through so many changes and transformations, and you guys will navigate through it successfully. So whenever the Devil builds doubt in your mind, understand that it's written in these, that these major changes are needed and that you guys successfully do come together. All right? So, Four of Pentacles, protect yourself. Okay, next up is, I love the energies today. You guys are cool. Okay. Savage Gem, you're going to be at 3619. And as I read your name today, Savage Gem, you are Savage Garden. Or Soundgarden. Or what's that song? I want to live with you on a mountain. I want to bathe with you in the sea. So, let's read your question. When do Leo and I reconcile and stabilize? You guys are totally in an unstable mode right now. Twice the deck is jammed up. But I'm going to keep going. This will tell me about that. We keep repeating the on-off cycle and are currently broken up and not speaking. Anything else you wish to add? Thank you. Whoa, Ten of Pentacles. You guys are still in a solid connection, okay? This still goes the distance, even in the silence, all right? Now let's see what's cooking. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Your Leo still doesn't understand forgiveness. And your Leo still will not accept or take accountability for what they did to cause the problem. They still think it was all your fault. And that's what they're working on. Because in the Tower card of the Five of Cups, I got chills. Holy moly, for the love of Christ in Kit's passenger seat. This Tower card on the Five of Cups, this is a very good explanation of what a Tower card is when a tarot reader explains it. It doesn't always mean their house is exploding. Bonus points if you hear a news story about a house explosion or a commercial building explosion. Archer Damas on point today. Anyways, this is an energetical Tower moment in the fact that he becomes depressed. And that kind of towers him. Okay? So what I'm seeing on this is that the fact that your Leo starts to realize what they did is what leads them into the Five of Cups of feeling like they missed the boat. Because they really wanted it to work out with you. And he still really wants it to work out with you. And internally, it's like he's saying, Five of Cups into the Six of Pentacles. I got to get over the breadcrumbing vibes. I got to understand what I did to affect this so that I can accept it. So his subconscious gets it and it's trying to connect it to his conscience. It's showing up as him being depressed. His people around him, his friends, his family members and all that are like, what is wrong with you? Why are you so quiet lately? And he's like, nothing, I'm fine. He's at the verge of like, I think he's gone off on a friend or a family member too. He's on the verge of like the grand mal crash out that results in the depression because he's tired of feeling depressed. And that's where the awakening happens, okay? So that he comes back in your direction. That's how we end the on-off cycle, all right? The on-off cycle was created out of his fear of failure and not accepting responsibility for what he did, all right? But that's what he's going to close out during the end of this energetical cycle in the year of the snake. And also, he's really got to come to terms with the stuff he's hidden from you. And here's your Leo's lesson in forgiveness. I don't know why I just did that. That's weird. But anyways, weird just means I don't know why I did it. God's like, there's a reason why you did it, Archer. Four of Wands, because twin flame journey. Anyways, Four of Wands. The greatest reward is when somebody actually forgives themselves. And your Leo can't forgive himself for a lot of the stuff he's done before he met you, the skeletons that he carries in his closet. When your Leo can accept that the past is the past and that he's still standing, Elton John, after all this time, and it's safe to move forward and proceed without carrying those burdens, he makes it through the Tower card and he comes in successful, okay? The in and out energy is caused by his own insecurities, but he'll overcome those insecurities and learn how to forgive. Because if you can't forgive yourself, it's impossible to forgive other people because you don't know how to forgive. It's like a DIY project. You got to learn it for yourself first, and then you start just looking at other people and being like, bless your heart. It explains the Southern version of bless your heart so well, but it allows people to forgive, all right? Your Leo's learning how to forgive themselves for their own actions, okay? While learning that their own actions have consequences, all right? The one who couldn't move forward in this relationship was the Leo, all right? And you guys had this long pause in the on-off cycle because your Leo hit an impassable moment. They slammed their head into the wall too many times and they had to stop, okay? It's literally coming to a point of their body rejecting whatever they were doing and being forced to make a change, okay? So understand that the cycle is currently being broken up while you guys are broken up. And Five of Cups, God had to separate you two because he couldn't keep neglecting you like this, all right? Even God saw it. Too many breadcrumbing on and off again moments. Cycle had to end because it was hurting you and it was putting you into a state of depression, okay? So that's why this one had to be like, we got to keep you guys apart until he truly understands what you mean to him so that he doesn't keep doing it, all right? That's a pretty big ego death for a very stubborn Leo, all right? Hope that helps. Next up, I'm going to work on some emails later today too, so if you have booked a reading and stuff, you'll be hearing from me finally. All right, I'm getting caught up. It's Friday. I got to knock all that out for the weekend. But anyhow, next up is Rohama. What's up, Rohama, darling? You're at 4141. How cool is that? All right, let's see what we got. All right, Rohama, I keep getting 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords for Caden, even though his recent energy felt good and his attitude towards me was great. So why? Let's find out. We're starting with the Queen of Wands reverse. You can't believe that it's actually starting to work out. 7 of Pentacles, the Tower card. Watch out, Rohama. Watch out, you sassy Sagittarius, you, because you're going to create a Tower card. I'm actually here to give you a warning. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for this special news bulletin. Bonus points that this weekend your TV gets interrupted by the it's attached to the emergency broadcast system. Meanwhile, back at your reading with the High Priestess, the reason you keep getting the 3 of Swords on the 10 of Swords is because you are way too focused on when the rug's going to get ripped out from under you instead of understanding that he's actually coming around and it's starting to happen. You never thought this moment might happen where he starts to get more positive, more opening up. And those 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords are not actually his energies. It's how you're interpreting it. In reality, God's telling you, stop overthinking the fact that this isn't going to work out. It's on track now. And you may create a self-fulfilling prophecy by thinking there's still a 3 of Swords energy. He's learned his lesson now. So the 10 of Swords says, Rohama, God's saying, stop thinking that there's a 3 of Swords vibes. That cycle is done, 10 of Swords. The 3 of Swords energy is over, 10 of Swords. All right? So relax. Also remember to breathe, because God's like, why does she keep taking such shallow breaths, Archer? Could you please explain that to her? So take a minute to breathe, and you'll be okay. Understand that Caden is in a good vibe. Things are going very well. Relax and enjoy the energetical flow. All right? So I hope that helps. And don't shoot the messenger, because I still love you, Rohama. He's actually in a nicer mood because he cut out the peanut gallery and he doesn't let it affect him anymore. And so it's literally, that's when he chooses you, like all the readings we're showing. So just relax. It's actually, any tarot readings you find that still use clickbait titles and they're like, it's happening, click on it. Click on it. You will love it. I don't care if it's a different sign. It can be Aquarius. It could be an Aries. Just click on the reading if it's happening is in the title. Okay, happy watching. And then watch that, because after that, the 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords stuff will go away. All right, so I love you, Rohama. Spinny hugs. Okay, next up is Yuki. How you been doing, Yukahana? What you up to? Let's put you at 4433. Oh, dude, Frankie and I are going to be talking. When I start getting Frankie timestamps, That means one of us is getting ready to reach out and text the other one and be like, what's up? Scorpio, Cancer, what's up? All right. What to do with anxiety, 2026 in general. All right, I got you, girl. Let's see what we got. Doop, 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 bop, boop. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, cool. Strength card. King of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands. The best way to clear off onto the anxiety is to actually stand your ground with yourself a little bit more, if this makes sense. Understand that you're in charge of your brain, not the other way around. The brain is the computer. You, Yuki, your soul, you, is the programmer. It's the computer. So when it starts to have problems, like similar to like when you glitch, your cell phone acts up, or it takes a long time to send an email, or internet lagging. Very similar inside of that. When your brain tries to like change the direction, it creates the anxiety because it enters into a wonky part of your programming. So to stay more in a confident King of Wands vibes, and remember that you're in charge of the brain. Its thoughts are starting to take over you, where you can easily stop and tell your brain, calm down, take a minute to think through this, and it'll help to relieve the anxiety. Because your brain, all the human brains in the world, by default, go to the worst possible outcome for any situation. It's how the brain's wired for survival. It's survival tactics. Do you know that even still to this day, in 2026, human brains at night when we all sleep still watch out for wildebeests and tigers and saber-toothed and caveman instincts are still bred within us. That especially those that sleep in silence without like a sound machine, or leaving a fan on, or a TV on, or binaural beats, whatever, is the brain in that silence at night, it goes into its survival mode because it thinks you're sleeping alone in the cave. And so it's got to watch out for saber-toothed tigers and stuff like that. Right? So by having some sound, even if you put a tarot reading on or whatever and fall asleep to it, the brain hears the external noise and it tricks the brain into thinking you're not by yourself. It's like, oh, there's people around me. You know, there's other cavemen. And so this allows you to overcome the anxiety, okay? Remembering that you're in charge of what the brain thinks, and the brain's always going to go to that default programming to create the anxiety that there's a wildebeest around the corner, is still bred into you. All of us. And with the 7 of Wands, when those obstacles come in, to take that moment and understand, nope, I'm protected, my guardian angels are around me, I'm okay. You know, that gets you into the energy of not always expecting the worst and hoping for the best, but learning how to expect the best and prepare in case of the worst. And then you control the anxiety. The anxiety doesn't control you. When you choose to block a fear in the 7 of Wands as opposed to facing it, it will boil over, right? So the best thing to do when you feel anxious is to address the obstacles in your path, like how this dude's clearing out the obstacles, and just kind of be like, okay, this is what is making me feel anxious. How do I really project it, observe it, and look at it from a third-party perspective in your own right? All right, you got to do an outer body thing. And then be like, okay, Yuki, oh, this is what's making you nervous. You should actually hear. And then when you come back into it, it's like, oh, it's not that bad. Okay, I can make it through this, right? All right, I hope that helps. Next up is, who's next? It's Rowdy. Hi, Rowdy. Mel, who's the last one? I don't remember who the last one. Oh, hold on, I'm looking. I don't remember who the last one was. I'll keep track. I'm watching. Camilla is 20. Camilla Harris is here? Hi. Best ever, best Camilla ever, swear. You need to watch that, Donald. Anyways, that was a bad Obama. Oh God, Archer, don't do that again until you perfected it. Okay, let's see. Rowdy, my brother, you gonna be at 4850. I missed 4848 because I did a really bad Obama impression. Sorry about that. All right. What does Rowdy need to know right now? What does Rowdy need to know right now? What does Rowdy need to know right now? That Archer does a really bad Obama impression and he should work on that. Okay. The 4 of Pentacles. Protect yourself because in the Death card you're going through a transformation and oh, Rowdy, oh, I've been there too. I got you, bro. Understand you're going through a transformation in one of your energies of a Saturn return. And this is a maturing of the mind, a changing of the mindset that's right now taking you out of your comfort zone a little bit, where you're starting to feel like, why is this not fun anymore? Why don't I enjoy doing this anymore? It's because you're changing, all right? And you're starting to see your future coming into perspective in 2026, all right? where you'll start kind of feeling like you know the path you're going. Do understand that what you've wished for and manifested in, you put a tall order into the universe, and think of your Capricorn, or whichever direction you choose to go. Think of it of like when you special order a car because you want the certain paint color, the certain interior, the certain stuff. So you special order the car, right? And then you gotta wait while they build the car. All right? Do understand that you're in the vibes and the energy that what you wish for is coming in. It was just a tall order and takes a little bit of time. Trust in the pause and the time required to make her ready for you, because if it's somebody that you want long term, understand that the rewards are totally worth the wait. Okay? Hope that helps. Also reminds me my Jeep lease is coming due and I got to decide what to do about that. Anyways, 4 of Wands, your twin flame will return. Okay? You're in twin flame energy right now that has you feeling bummed out. But you'll be shocked when you find out it actually is manifesting and working out the exact way as you ordered it. Even with the cool pinstriping and the mud flaps. Why do you want a Capricorn with mud flaps? What's guy code for mud flaps? I don't know what that guy code is. Mud flaps. Anyways. Okay. Angel Eyes. Angel Eyes, what's mud flaps? I don't... Hey, Queen Rapunzel. What's up, Queen R? What you doing? All right, Archer is in rare form today. I must be really happy that it's Friday. I don't know. But anyways, 51:15. Whoa, that's a cool timestamp, Angel Eyes. Whatever wishes to come out. You got it. Whatever wishes to come out. Thank you. 4 of Pentacles to the Page of Wands. Why are you saving screen caps in your phone? You're saving screen caps of something. 7 of Swords. What are you planning? You're like, I'm setting something up here. Leave me alone, Archer. Don't bring it up. What? What do you need to, thank you. What do you need to know about this? The 6 of Wands. Oh my God, you'll be very successful. Whatever you're planning, you got a 6 of Wands from the universe saying it's cool. I'm not allowed to bring it up. All right. Apparently it's private. So that's cool. We don't need to tell anybody about it. All right. Let's see what's up. The 3 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Oh, geez. So your plan gets him to cut out 3 of Swords and, you know, just his whole 3 of Swords vibes and get your, whatever you're planning. Here's what happens as a result of it. Okay. 6 of Wands, 3 of Swords. Your boo stops acting like a 3 of Swords, where it always makes you think that he's entertaining other options or he's talking to anybody that'll show him some attention. And all of a sudden, he's going to start being all about you. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. Oh yeah, that was a Max Headroom thing, Chrissy. It was a total Max Headroom moment. Remember when Max Headroom took over the TV in the 80s? Right? Anyways, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. All right? This is what leads him to show up with real love. You watch, your man all of a sudden is going to be starting to be more all about you, asking if you're okay, start smothering you a bit more, and all the attention that he's put in 3 of Swords directions is now all of it, all right, is going to be filtered onto you, and it's going to start getting really intense, okay, to the point that you're going to be like, would you back off? You're freaking me out. No, I mustn't. I've just discovered life and in love, and it's you. And you're going to be like, would you please go find some like bot girl online and go like their pictures? Because you're freaking me out, man. You're going to be coming back here like in a week or two, Angel Eyes, and you're going to be like, I don't understand this. He is like all over me. He's clingy, and I don't know what to do. Apparently your manifestations are going to get turned up to 11 and be like, whoops, Angel Eyes used too much. All right. 7 of Cups. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, times 7. Heads up. Also, anybody casting any bad spell work or anything your way, it's null and void. Okay? For some reason, going into the year of the fire horse for you as we come to February, Angel Eyes, you're protected by all the old energy, all the bad vibes, all the bad juju. It no longer will have an impact on you. It's like you're elevating into a frequency range that juju frequency can't interact with. You're going into a higher spectrum or a higher scale. All right? Think of like how radio raves work. Beta waves, alpha, gamma raves. Anyways. So just understand, magician, nothing cast your way going into the future is going to hurt you or harm you anymore. All right. But for whoever's casting the bad spell work on you, that peanut gallery, it's fallen off. And you know how I say in like prayer vibes, Angel Eyes, that it's like, okay, we ask that blank, blank, insert sign here gets the opposite 7 times fold. Well, whoever's casting a bad juju your way, the exact opposite 7 times fold is your man becoming completely obsessed with you. Okay? I hope that helps. All right, cool vibes. Next up is, Lyric. Thank you, Lyric. You're awesome. Let's see what we got for you. Give me whatever comes out for Lyric at 55 exactly. Oh, that means you're seeing repeating 5s. There's a reason I got to you at this moment. So let's see what's up. 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Tower card, Judgment, 5 of Cups leads right into the Empress. Don't know what you got till it's gone. That's the combination of this. Do understand that your twin flame is going through a Tower moment and realizing that 5 of Cups, that they're not happy with where they are. And the reason this is showing up into the energy on this is because your twin is currently breaking that tie, all right? The karmic in their life, the third party, really had an energetical hold on them. They're cutting that tie. That's why you're experiencing the energetical connection you are right now, because your twin is currently going through the final tower that leads to the grand awakening, that they realized what they should have been with was you. Okay? Now, in the Empress card, that's why you're receiving energies. Maybe your dreams are getting affected, or just hearing the voice more, seeing the name more. Everybody drives their car now. You can't go out at any point without seeing the car. But in the 8 of Cups, it's because your person's elevating. Thank you. And in the 5 of Pentacles to the 5 of Swords, closing out that door, and with the Page of Swords, they're already snooping to see what you're up to. Okay? Not even from a fake profile. Do understand that they have snooped into your social media. But they've learned the lessons, and that's why they're cutting out the third party. More confirmations that your timestamp was 55, now the 5 of Pentacles to the 5 of Swords. The reason your energy is starting to, it's coming back, right? The reason you're feeling drawn to your twin is because in that 5 stages of separation that I explained in that short I made, it's that your guys' energetical cycle is getting round for a try again. You're starting to have more of your twin's energy because the Wheel of Fortune, the energy of them it's approaching like an airplane coming into the airport. Okay? So this is leading us towards that energy of union for you two. Watch me. Give me a yes or no. Watch me. Watch this. The Devil. You guys both look at the phones at the exact same time. So do understand that, here's the thing. Neither one of you start the connection, okay? Because remember, the twin flame is one soul separated into separate energies, right? The same thing as how the egg splits to have twin babies be born. So it's not that your twin thinks of you and energizes the connection, or vice versa. It's that at the moment that you guys both are thinking of each other, it's because you both do it at the same time, because you're one and the same. So literally, you see their card, they see your card. You think of them, they think of you, because you're both doing it at the same time. So you're both correct that it's getting ready to come back around, and the karmic's leaving and being cut out of the life. Whatever your twin did to you has already happened to your twin, which leads them to the cycle coming back in to be tested of, okay, are you ready for twin flame reunion, or does the cycle have to repeat itself? Hangman to the Page of Swords on the 8 of Swords, 6 of Cups shows they'll be back, and it'll come through this time. Okay? You're on the successful cycle this time around. All right. Next up is Randy Mero. What up, brother Randy? Good, sir. How are you? You're going to be at 5824. Let's see what we got cooking for you. Anything new with her pertaining to me? Tap me into Inez's energy and let me know if there's anything new. Here we go. Doop 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 bop. The 4 of Swords. Oh, good Lord. The Emperor card. She's still in her ego. 5 of Cups. But she's starting to get lonely and feel like she missed out with you. And the 5 of Cups. She feels like she missed the boat. The 5 of Swords. If you're not seeing repeating 5s yet, you will, to let you know she is starting to go through the ego death of realizing 5 of Pentacles, that she's not better off alone. 8 of Cups. And that's finally the ego death that she walks away from. So the repeating 5s are strong for you, right? And remember, repeating 5s. 5s in the Bible are the symbol of grace, okay? Give Inez some grace. She's going through a very massive ego death, and it's a very hard humbling for her to go through. And with the free will choices she has made that has led us this far down the divorce road, she now has more to backtrack on to get back with you. The 8 of Cups does show. Understand that even though it's very slow and you see nothing going on publicly, the stuff that God sees and hears behind the scenes, does understand that at the moment she's sitting with herself and her ego, but it is starting to die. And the more that you see the repeating fives, it's letting you know, hang tight, Randy, have grace for your woman. She is going through a very rough ego death and a very rough humbling. And in the next 5 days to 5 weeks, something she posts online will let you know she is energetically going through the crash out that ends this energy and elevates her to start seeing things from a more mutual perspective and brings her right back in with the 10 of Cups. Okay? Give your woman some grace right now. She's killing off her ego, and it's a lot that she's going through. Okay? Hope that helps. It is still destined and meant for you guys to work out. You guys both could literally, I think this came up in a reading for you before, that you guys could both literally meet somebody else, get married, they would wind up being placeholders, and you two would still wind up back together in the future. Can't fight fate. Okay, next up is Shelby. Shelby Belby, what up? You're going to be at 1050. All right, 1 hour 50. All right, energy check for you and Michael. What's up for Shelby and Michael? What's up for Shelby and Michael? Why do I see a big tub or jug of that whey protein powder stuff? You know what I'm talking about? Like the GNC special or something? Are you one of you guys into that? Are you looking into it? Let's see. The Chariot. Ooh! I don't know why I just did it that way. Oh my goodness. The Three of Pentacles, the Star card. Whoa, come back here. The Hermit. Well, why did the Hermit go towards Kit? All right, you stay over there with Kit. Which means, Kit surveillance mode. Whenever Michael had to go into the dangerous situation, he'd be like, keep your scanners peeled, buddy, and the surveillance mode would come on. Understand that the guardian angels with the Three of Pentacles are watching Michael through this process with the Star card to get him to follow his heart, follow his destiny. Casey Musgraves, follow his arrow wherever it points, because it points right to you. Okay? The Chariot. The Chariot shows he can make it through this stage of transformation that he's going through. Could be in English a midlife crisis, the end of the 20s into the 30s, where it's like he's just kind of tired of I don't know why, but now, dude, what is up with him and fitness? It's like, because now I'm seeing, remember Saturday Night Live, Dana Carvey, and I forget who the other dude was, but it's Hans and Franz, and they're going to pump you up. So understand that he is locked into physical fitness or something. This could actually be him biking. I'm going on a 20-mile bike ride. It's like, bro, do you need to make time for Shelby? Oh, no, man, I got to get swole. I'm like, well, if you don't make a time for Shelby, she ain't going to care how swole you are because you ain't talking to her, right? Because you don't care what he looks like. You just love him. He cares what he looks like, though. He's so vain. He probably thinks this song is... Does he do... What is he... Why do I see him stuck in the 90s and he's still bleaching or putting French tip frost tips in his hair? That's weird. Only weird because I don't understand it. But, okay, hold on. The Lover's card to the Nine of Swords. Behind the silence, he's having to cut something out. If I didn't know better, he's getting fit in order to avoid a thing. I mean, Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. I don't know what it is. Whatever he's trying to cut out or avoid, it's not you. It's the mindset. It's like he solves it by downing whey powder. No, I'm not even doing that joke. That's awful. Anyways, that's a moot point. We don't want to talk about it. All right? You don't use a credit card and whey powder. We're not even going down that visual. King of Swords, Queen of Wands. So he's trying to cut out, it's like he's trying to cut out his own self-absorbedness. All right? But he's find a picture of him in the 90s, Shelby. It'll freak you out. So the thing about this is with what he's going through, he's trying to cut that out, man. That's the thing. I just heard Tony Stark say I'm Iron Man. Seven of Cups, Page of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. He's working on coming out of a PTSD cycle. Do you understand that what he's going through, he really just needs you to listen to him way more than think he's yelling at you, projecting onto you, being quiet. If I didn't know better, this guy, he got a lot of stuff on his mind that he's healing through, right? If this guy had been in a car accident, let's say when he was younger, he was making a left-hand turn and he got in a car accident. Somebody T-boned him or something. And now forever on, whenever he puts his left blinker on, he freaks out. It's kind of like that. And he's burying himself in a pile of protein and getting swole just to do him. Okay? So that's a big part of what's going on with this. Page of Wands, the Seven of Cups. He can make it through this stage. Give him a little bit of time and stuff. and understand that when he does reach out, because you guys are doing okay on that department, it's that awkward silence that gets you nervous, right? Do understand that when he does reach out, he really needs a listening ear. This man bottles everything up and handles everything by himself because that's the way he was trained. And he needs somebody that's just like non-biased and there for him without thinking that everything he's going off about is about you, because none of it is. When he reaches out to you, he doesn't know how to say it. What he should start every communication with is, Shelb, I need to talk to you. I just need somebody to talk to. He needs that 45 minutes to go off on a big old vent. Okay? Let me see the direction that it goes in the Queen of Pentacles. This is actually what is causing you guys to bond closer together, is that you're becoming the one person that he can trust with everything. Okay? 9 of Cups. By Pisces season, things will work out well. So that could even cover Valentine's Day, which is part of Aquarius season. Okay? Just so you know. But yeah, 9 of Cups, it's as you wish. That's a lot of changes and a lot of transformations he's going through to turn into the man you wished him to be. Your patience is amazing. I should call the Archdiocese and have you nominated for sainthood. But I hope that helps. Okay. Do. Oh God, so what about him on a motorcycle? Why do I, because I just heard this, it's part of a song though, the vroom, vroom, from the leader of the pack. You fell for the leader of the pack, didn't you? But ignore the end of that song. He's not going to get in a motorcycle accident. That's just freaky. But it's just for some reason, you fell for the leader of the pack. Okay, I got it. It's cool. You're the one manifest February 30th. Shelby, I like the way you think. I totally understand that. Here's to February 30th. Ace of Cups. You are manifesting it. Ace of stinking cups. By February 30th, you get your Ace of Cups love offer. You guys actually already are a thing. That's the funny part. Neither of you guys are wanting to make it official, but there ain't nobody else in either of your all's lives. Anybody else around you would be like, they're totally a thing, aren't they? You are the only two people that don't realize you're already a thing. And that's adorable. You guys are the cutest, shyest couple I've ever met. And he's getting swole. That little shy dude's getting swole. He's like, I'll bust a board in half. I'm like, yeah, but tell Shelby you love her. Oh, I gotta go exercise. Yeah, that's what I thought. You two are silly. Okay, who's up next? How we doing, Mel? All right, we're at, let's see, Queen Tiki. Queen Tiki. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to read for you. All right, let's see what we got. Queen Tiki, Queen Tiki, the Tiki torch reader. Where am I going? I'm writing you a song. Okay. You're at 107.37. That's not bad. All right. Whatever I need to know, please, and thank you. 10-4, 10-4. Whatever she needs to know. Oh, God, Queen Tiki. We're going to do some CB stuff right now. Let's go. Breaker. Breaker. QT. This is the big arrow coming your... Oh, God, that's actually kind of a cool CB handle. I think I just found me a new... Maybe I can make a new fake account. Anyways, Archer never comes to the chats. Unless it's like Miss Hawaii or Frankie or Melissa or the Archer Network. I show up in their chats because I love them. Okay. Anyways, meanwhile, back at the ranch. Queen Tiki. Let's see what's going on. What do I need to know, please, and thank you. The Seven of Swords into the Empress. Understand that God is doing something right now to your brain. Okay? You're undergoing a software upgrade. For some reason, you're going to become more artistic in 2026. You're going to begin to embrace your artistic, creative side more and more. You're going to start having vibes where you get these ideas. The energy that I'm being shown to translate it to you is Paul McCartney. The way when he gets song ideas that just pops into his head and he stays there until they're finished. You're going to get more into free writing, maybe even straight up art and painting and stuff. And it's going to tap you in deeper into your mind than you've ever dove before. Three of Wands. Okay? On this coming in, that this is the energy that's taking you to a higher elevation. Think of like being in an airplane. Okay? You might even have plans to travel this year that you don't know about yet. Okay? But as you're coming into something, you're going to begin to get much more artistically creative. You're thinking about starting painting again. God's happy. Because you've already been through the worst of it, but everything that you've been through as you climbed over this mountain here has prepared you for what you're going to paint. Okay? You paint from life's experiences. And God's like, you have a lot of pent-up energy. That's why right now your brain is getting its software upgrade like an iPhone. Bonus points if your iPhone notifies you of an update. But as you go through this, do understand that you're actually going to become more of a free artist, and it allows you to express a lot. The Hermit reversed, go with the energy, don't bottle it up. Creatively let it flow with the Hangman to the Judgment card. Look inside, and with the Lover's card, you're following the pathway exactly as meant to be. You're making the right choice this time. The stuff you used to do about painting, you were just too far ahead of your time. That's why everybody thought it wasn't, nobody supported you. But since that last time, you've had new people, new friends, and that come into your life. Embrace your passions. You got the right people around you now that when you start painting, they're going to be like, oh my God, Queen Tiki, that's amazing. I must have it. How much do you want for it? And look what she's holding. She's holding a paintbrush. Come on, camera. Can you focus? Can you you can't focus. Anyway, she's holding a paintbrush. Get to it. Your paintings are channelings from God above. It's a higher energy that's painting. Okay? Love it. Doop, 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 doop. This is the year. Maybe you get an Etsy store or something where you actually start selling your paintings. You might be selling them things with the new people that are in your life now, or you post it on your social media and you're like, I painted this weekend. Do you guys like it? And people in the comments are like, I'll give you $50 for it. And you're like, I spent $12 on the canvas. What? I mean, okay. And all of a sudden, we could literally have the next Norman Rockwell in our energies right now. I don't know why, but I'm seeing a Norman Rockwell painting. We might literally have the next Norman Rockwell here. And we got the next, like, we have the next Indiana Jane. Then we got the next Shelby. So we got the next Sabrina Carpenter. And then we got another painter. Look at this. We got a creatively artistic family here. How's the outcome going to go? Anything else she needs to know? King of Pentacles. Know your worth. Know your worth. When somebody offers you 50, take it. And then when you start pricing it, mark it up. All right, because 8 of Pentacles, it's a lot of hard work. Don't forget to charge for your time. Even right now, you're like, Archer, I just paint for me. This isn't going to go somewhere. No, you got one friend around you that's going to help you make all this happen, okay? That's like going to keep pushing you. Put it on Etsy. Put it on Etsy. You should sell it. Put it on eBay. Put it on Marketplace. You're going to have locals that come to buy from you. You're going to have to turn your garage into like an art studio, or your extra bedroom into an art studio. That's the whole reason you bought that place with a room you don't use. Shh, I'm giving away too much, right? I can say no more. Now I'm seeing that scene from the movie Help, the Beatles movie Help. Please say no more. I can say no more. Please say no more. I can say no more. 6 of Swords. The rest of it's up to you. Go with the flow. All right. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. It's that Shelby espresso, dude. Shelby's working late because she's a singer. Anyways, who's up next? It's Tess. It's Tess. You're a doll. Thank you. Thank you. Let's pop you at 1:12:47. I'm being told for you, that's the timestamp you wanted. You are welcome, Queen Tiki. Queen Tiki, I want to buy a painting. I want to commission a painting from you. Support our local small businesses. You might wind up in the Archer Network in the digital strip mall. Frankie makes candles. There you go. All right, Empress, 7 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. What's up with D? The Hanged Man. D's getting ready to break the silence in the Empress mode. 7 of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles. You're having weird dreams in order to clear your mind. Oh, by the way, the dreams that you're having, the dreams that you're seeing, okay, you're actually getting to see previous lives. You're jumping timelines in your dream and seeing other lives that you have lived. That's why the dreams are so weird. Okay? Just so you know. Page of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. D is getting ready to open up with a message. That's why you're receiving downloads about him, thinking about him on your mind. 7 of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles shows him accepting what he did wrong and what he did to, accepting it and taking responsibility. And with the Page of Pentacles, wanting to talk about it. So the thing is that with the Hanged Man on the Star card is that you are right, that it is getting the time that he closes the silence and reaches out. The guardian angels are guiding him in your direction. Okay? Okay. Doobie-doobie-doo. Next up is Yada Yada. I like that screen name. That is cool. And I don't think have I done a super chat question for you? That is so cool. Welcome. Hi. I like seeing new names. That is so cool. All right. Let's pop you at 1:14:28. That's a pretty cool timestamp. All right. Let's see what we got for you. I want to call you Yada Dada Do, or I want to call you Baby Yoda. Okay, it's Dana. It's Dana. No way. Hi, Dana. What up? All right. Do I have another job or a love offer coming soon? I feel something a brewing, and is it with Jay? No way. All right, let's find out. Hold on, let's see. Another job or a love offer coming soon. All right. 6 of Cups. You have someone returning that you've been praying for or wishing. Maybe not a full prayer, but there's someone from your past that's been on your mind a little bit more, and you'd be accurately correct in the fact that they are returning and preparing to make an offer that you've been working to manifest. This would be the person in the Page of Cups already getting ready to make the offer your way, Dana. But this is the person that used to worry more about polishing the outside of the cup as opposed to the inside of the cup. They were more worried about how people perceive them and putting on and keeping up appearances. They're coming in with a much more cleaner soul, a cleaner internalization. In the 7 of Cups, they're experiencing the white rabbit. That's why you're starting to see some rewards and life doesn't seem that bad. And you're like, stuff's starting to get better. I'm getting a little scared. I don't know if where's the iceberg, right? Dana, you feel like you're driving the Titanic, right? And stuff's starting to cruise along. And you're like, I know there's an iceberg in front of me. I know there's an iceberg. You've already been through the energetical storm. And in your timeline, you dodged the iceberg. He ran into the thing head on. And you're like, uh-oh, wait, what? That's okay. If Titanic had ran the iceberg head on, it would have only ruptured the collision bulkhead at the front of the ship, and ruptured 2 compartments. Titanic would have stayed afloat. It would have rolled into New York looking a little banged up, but it would have made it in. 8 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Do understand, okay, that the love offer with the Page of Cups coming in is one that's going to light that spark inside of you, okay, in that he comes back transformed and changed. That I'm going to call it as I see it. It kind of revs your motor. It gets your motor running. On the highway. Oh, by the way, there's a carnival coming to town. And you're like, what? It's winter time. Something about a winter carnival resonates. Or an ice slide. Or like sledding hills. Anyways, the Wheel of Fortune is the choice of free will. Understand that he's entered into an energetical roundabout. That he's come to the end of a long journey and he's choosing which way to exit the roundabout, that literally the Beatles' long and winding road leads him right to your door. Remember how you wanted him to change and act differently? If you look at it, you'll understand why it's taken so long, because you'd be like, Archer, that was a lot of work. Yeah, he was a lot of work, but I love him. Heaven help me, I love him. God knows. And heads up with the 8 of Swords to the Ace of Wands, okay? 8 of Swords, the Ace of Wands. I do not know how good your connection with this person is, Dana. Understand that your person may break the ice by sending a rather romantic pic. Okay? Anyways, Wheel of Fortune, free will choice. It's up to you guys, but this can be rekindled in the 7 of Cups, all right? Look at the kids on the card. I just told my son we need to go sledding. Yes, tell him to put his phone down. You guys should go sledding. That's why I was seeing that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Your Valentine's Day text message is going to be nice. 3 of Pentacles to the Sun card. Oh, good Lord. Okay, you don't mind. You don't mind. That's how you two interact. That's how you two interact. He's going to break the silence with an Ace of Wands pick, and that's what you're waiting for. Because the silence and everything here, baby Yoda, yada, yada, is that it's building that sexual tension between the two of you guys. Of what took you so long. Chariot. Hush, kiss me, you fool. He's coming your way. Double entendre. Say what? Huh? I don't know. I hope that helps. Now, let's see. You're feeling something. A brewing. Demon brewing. You should get a coffee. Demon brewing coffee. It's on Demumbrium in Nashville. Melissa, how are we looking? Is there any available store frontage along Demon Brew? We got to get that coffee shop going already. Ace of Wands coffee. We should name the coffee drinks after tarot cards. I'll take a venti Ace of Wands, hold the foam. Do with that what you will. Okay? I just want espresso. Okay. Is the individual we were talking about Jay the Sagittarius? Oh, Sagittarius does like their fun times. Right, Rohama? What? I don't know. Three of Cups, it is Jay the Sagittarius, and you and Jay will be married. Three of Cups, the wedding of Cana. And with the Eight of Swords, meanwhile, back at the ranch, he is still working on getting ready to send that picture. Would you see? Or you are. Oh my. Whoever's first to send the next spicy picture, go for it. Press send. Have fun. Bye. Remember, I am just a tarot reader. Do not listen to anything I say. Okay. Oh my. If either of you guys, George Takei, live in an apartment, oh my. Understand those walls are paper thin. The neighbors above, below, left, and right can hear you. All right. So I'm just filling you in on that. When I was in property management, that was one of the most common complaints the property managers got. Anyways, moving on. Yeah. Da 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 do 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 da da da. Do you remember that song? Oh my God, that was a blast from the past. I'm so old. I remember when ketchup came in colors. My favorite was purple. Anyways, okay, let's move forward. Yes, Melissa, go buy a Starbucks. Go buy that Starbucks over at Church and 4th. Is it Church and 4th or Church and 7th? Steal all the recipes for us, okay? We got to get all the Starbucks recipes so we can do it better. Anyways, JMM. JMM, you're at 120.55. Oh, I like that timestamp. All right, let's see where we're going with this. Should I pursue these new love opportunities? Oh, I like it, 12 of 22. All right, God. All right, Kit, set preferences for new energies only, please and thank you. And give me everything you got for JMM. Let's do it. Thank you. Oh, nice. The Knight of Wands reversed. This person's not a player. And with the Ace of Swords, I'm being told either wait, how's the communication going? Should I pursue these new love opportunities? Okay, cool. So you do have ones open to communication. That the Knight of Wands reverse says you're dealing with people right now, you're in a different energetical mindset. These guys and these people are not like the ones you had before, okay? It's the one that keeps you in the friend zone. Part of me thinks, good, I wanted this. Part of me feels like he doesn't truly want to be. See, here's the thing. He does. He's coming in as a Knight of Wands reversed, which means he's not a player, all right? It's almost like you're used to players and you don't kind of understand where it's going with this dude, right? Because you're not in it's not a friend zone. Hang tight. I can explain. 10 of Swords, not a friend zone. Because there's awkwardness involved into this one because like there's a big change in both of your guys' lives if the one that you truly really want is the one you truly really go for. Okay, there's a taboo-ness to it with the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. Why would everybody say? What's everybody going to think about this one? Because it's a little different than what you guys are used to. It breaks that taboo boundary, right? You're not friend-zoned. You're being sussed out. This dude believes in friends first. Okay? So that like you guys understand each other so you're comfortable. You're not in a stuck point. You're in a slow progression with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? Okay, I felt the vibes on that. That's why he doesn't reach out that much because he's really having a hard time like battling with the feelings. You think it's friend zone? I'm getting chills off of this. The reason he's not talking that much is because he really he wants something with you and he's unsure too. You guys are both unsure of which way to proceed with the Wheel of Fortune to the Ace of Wands. He's shy. He's shy. And with the Ace of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, that's why the guardian angels are planting those Ace of Wands dreams into your guys' head because he's the dreams. He has some really wild dreams about you. Strength card on the Three of Pentacles. The guardian angels are letting him know you're the one because he's just a little stubborn. He gets a little stuck because he overthinks, overanalyzes, and he doesn't like making decisions. There's a big thing here that crosses the line that he's really unsure of. He's always been with people that have just been a friends thing, right? He's had a hard time combining the Ace of Wands with the Ace of Cups. He's got the Ace of Swords, though. The fact that he's got some feelings for you is what's keeping in the friend zone while he's unsure of how to proceed. He can overcome this taboo-ness, but he is extremely nervous, and that's why he's coming across like he's not interested. But in reality, he is. It's overcoming a little bit of this fear of the forward momentum, okay? He's like, if he thought of you... Here's the problem. He doesn't think of you enough with the Ace of Wands chakra because he's the heart's taking over. Darn his heart, right? The heart's taking over, and he's like... You would totally be okay if he walked behind you and smacked you on the badonkadonk. But he's like, I got feelings for her. I respect her too much. And I'm like, no, that's the one you're supposed to smack on the badonkadonk. The one that you do. So that's where this comes in, okay? He's never had the ability to process through his emotions, and that's why he doesn't know how to proceed. You feel like you're stuck in the friend zone. He's stuck in the I don't want to make a decision zone. I don't know what to do. You kind of got to lead the dance on this one. That's the thing, Sun card. You're nervous about opening up or going to the next level for the fear of him rejecting you because he's a dismissive avoidant. He's fearful of opening up because he's thinking too much with the heart over the head, and he's fighting his feelings. I'm not in love with JMM. I'm not in love with Jay. I'm not in love with Jay. God's like, you're totally in love with Jay. Star card, meant to be. So when it's meant to be like this, do understand that much like the three wise men finding the baby Jesus, is that he will find his way back to you. In other words, he can learn how to balance everything out on this one and give this a shot. The guardian angels on the Three of Pentacles are questioning him. He's stuck in his head because he's going, what if this doesn't work out? What if we try and fail? And the Three of Pentacles are telling him, what if you try and succeed? Right? The human brain is programmed to focus on the worst possible outcome. He's learning how to focus on a more good outcome. Okay? And that's what will help guide him in your direction. Because where he's at right now, he's just never really very happy in his life. You know what I mean? Sun card, you're the happiness with the Six of Wands. Do trust that this works out. You guys are already a connection. You guys are in a very awkward stage right now because you don't know where to go. And it's like if you guys are staying together or he's come and visit, it's awkward because with that Ace of Wands, it's like he doesn't know how to just make his move on you. That's all. Okay? It does work out though. He's the right deal. So now, let's see. If I meet this new guy tonight, I wonder how he's going to react. He says he doesn't care who I talk to. Nope, he's jealous AF. He's lying. The Fool card, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. He's going to play it cool for a little bit, and he's going to try to sabotage the date. Just so happens that, oh, you already told him when you're going out to see the guy. Because it just so happens that he reaches out to you and I need you right now, and tries to completely derail the date night so you're all about him because you guys are already a thing. He's lying. He's jealous. All that Strength card, all that Leo energy, he wants to be the center of the universe, the center of attention, right? Nothing against Leos, it's just Leo energy. But Eight of Pentacles on this is what gets him to start moving in another direction because he starts fearing that he's going to lose you. Okay? So he will have something come up that you guys are already a thing, and that's how this goes. Both of you guys are like, I'm not interested in you. I'm not interested in you. Fine, I'll go see somebody else. Oh my God, I cut my finger while I was making dinner. Fine, I'm coming. All right, no, I'm not interested. I don't care who you see or what you date. Oh, that's fine, then I'll just go date the other person. Oh, darn, my heel broke. I can't go out tonight. Oh, I didn't have time to get my nails done. You guys already still do wind up together. That's the thing, because you already are together. And both of you guys, I could sit the two of you down at the table and go, okay, would one of you guys assign the title and take this off the table? One of you guys ask the other one to be the boyfriend, girlfriend, and both of you guys would be like, no, they're gonna say no. So it's safer just to stay in the friend zone. It's his mindset too. It's his mindset too. You guys are already a thing that about 6 weeks from now, you guys will be having a conversation to be like, oh shoot, when is our official start date? Because you don't realize that you guys already are a thing. Your start date was actually, what was your start date? Your start date was actually in December. Four of Swords, December 4th. December 4th was your start date. Okay, so your guys are a December relationship. Your relationship is a Sagittarius. It's May. So what's up with December 4th? It came back again. I literally got the same two cards. It's still telling me December 4th was the official pivotal moment for you guys. So it's a May-December romance. It's usually May-September romance. The Lovers and the Hermit card. That's all. They're gonna choose to open up more. That's what that is. Hermit card. One of you guys got to go on this. This is hilarious. You guys are already together. Oh, that's fine. Here's what happens after you guys are actually together and things work out. It's totally. You remember that? I think it was a TikTok or whatever it was. JMM. Okay. It's like the whole thing of like you and him, and you're like, that's it. I want a divorce. So this also tells me you guys do get married. And he's like, oh, I know you want a divorce. Okay, so you want the queso, and you want the shot of tequila, right? I want the shot of tequila. Okay, the queso. Yes, I like queso. Okay, so no divorce? Yeah, we're fine. Just go get the food. This is your guys' relationship. The death card. So it got heated in November, and the transformation comes December 4th was when the mindset started changing. Okay? But this is your guys' connection. You're not going on another date. You really only care about the one person, JM. The Nine of Cups, because he makes you happy. You actually enjoy it. You guys are fighting. The banter. You guys are liking what you're doing. Yeah, King of Wands. Yeah, he drives shiny BMW. He going on date. Neither of you guys are going on date. Why didn't you go on the date? Car had no gas. Yeah, right. Okay, sure. Why didn't you go on the date? Had too much wine at dinner. Yeah, sure. Right. You love each other. The Moon card. You just don't, neither of you know how to tell it because you're so fearful the other one's going to say no. Because both of you guys are so used to rejections, but yet you're currently with the one. You're currently with the one and in an awkward stage. I hereby pronounce thee boyfriend and girlfriend on this January 23rd of 2026. You may now kiss the goobers. Page of Pentacles. Oh, this is good. You guys will get this worked out over the weekend via text message. You're not going on any other date. He's not going anywhere else either. How's he doing on the whole dismissive avoidant thing? Justice to the Page of Pentacles. He overcomes it. He's okay. He's cool. He's actually not dismissive and avoidant. He's fearful of commitment and doesn't know how to tell you. If he could just get that off his chest, rip that Band-Aid off and be like, look, I'm scared of commitment. If we could go a little slower through this, we wouldn't get to those fights. You'd be like, I don't care how slow we're going. Archer already said we're a relationship anyways, so what the heck? You know, you know what I mean? Eight of Wands. It's already moving forward. All right? You guys are cool. He's only got eyes for you. All right? Anything else? Any other opportunities? Seven of Pentacles. Nope. Four of Cups. That's a hard no. That's a hard pass. You know that other person is a complete waste of time. You're like, oh yeah. Oh, it's the Psycho X that won't leave you alone. That one that keeps coming up into readings, even collective readings, and you're like, why does that energy keep showing up? That's the other one that you're like, nope, hard pass. Okay, fair enough. All right. Next up is Crystal. Hi, Crystal. You're gonna be at 132.08. All right. Oh, it's the ex-husband. Yeah, don't worry about him. Lost cause. That man will never learn how to forgive. Okay, Crystal. Crystal Light, you're at 132.18 now. I changed my mind. My stalker called me at 3:47 this morning. Should I be worried? All right, let's see what's up. The King of Cups, the Temperance card, the Emperor, the Seven of Cups, cups. He was drunk. It was just a drunk text. No, do not be worried. Do not be worried because your stalker didn't even know that they did it. Okay? They were drunk. So the thing on this is, I gotta read this. Family or friends shocked thinking he was, okay. Wanted to come over because no man was, okay. Well, there is one thing to tell you about on this. Whoever the drunk text or drunk dials, when they're drunk, that's who they really love. Because that's when the inhibitions go away. The Nine of Cups, the Aces. Why do you call him a stalker when you would have been totally okay with him coming over? Stalker, my left foot. Page of Wands, you like that. You like that. You're like, oh yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah, he gave you a little attention. All right, your extra time. Oh, JM, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you. I don't love him. I keep telling him he's a player. I don't know. So you kind of, it made you feel good that somebody wanted you that way. Aww. You want me to just tell you you're sexy? Eight of Swords. Oh my God. Guess what? You are okay. Okay. He's not in the creepy zone right now. It really was. God led him to do this. Okay. Yep. He's a creepy player stalker guy. He's also harmless. He's harmless. All bark, no bite. Empress card shows God made him do that while he was that way because you've been feeling down and you needed someone to tell you you're sexy. You're lucky if he could have got the camera app open, you would have gotten a really spicy picture. However, he kept opening the calculator. Okay, so he did what he did the best he could. Because God's like, you know what, she's having a little downer. Let's get he's an immature energy. He's really easy to take over. Let's just get him to reach out and express all of his feelings. It's harmless and it's a confidence thing. Now, just so you know, you get an I'm sorry text later on today, okay? When he wakes up and he looks back into his phone, he's going to go, oh, God, I don't remember doing that. Oh, boy. You do actually get a genuine I'm sorry. Yeah, he's working on it. But you actually get a genuine apology text from him. I am so sorry I did that. So don't be worried. Knight of Pentacles, bless his heart. Can't separate the salt from the sugar, right? He is a harmless player, childish stalker, very much like the 6-year-old that will hold their breath until their face turns blue if they don't get macaroni and cheese. You're his macaroni and cheese. Okay? So Velveeta, shells, not the cheap craft stuff. I mean, we're talking you're like his Velveeta cheese. It ain't easy if it ain't cheesy. That's why he gets cheesy when he gets drunk. He's in your life as your boost. He's harmless, but bless his heart. He knows how to make you feel good when he's had a couple. He's the lightest duty of the creepiest stalkers you've dealt with in your life. He's just there to kind of boost your ego up while you move on and follow your love life. You know that he's in a player vibe. You know that man hasn't seen home plate since baseball season when he was on T-ball. Ace of Cups, the devil. Ace of Cups, the devil to the Wheel of Fortune. He actually does watch you find real love too, by the way. He does find, he does. It goes away when you find a loving connection. And I gotta bring it up. There is a timeline where all of the creepy word stalker vibes, you end his player ways. You're the one you're the only one that answers him. You're calling him a player, but he's a king of cups, not a king of wands. He sucks at being a player. He sucks at being a player. He come in like, hey, Crystal, what's up? You want to go like get a hot dog later or something? It's like, that's not how you pick up a girl. Dude, that's what it is, Crystal. He's Napoleon Dynamite's brother. Crystal, stop getting jealous because I've been online chatting with babes all day. You're not the only one in my life. Then later on, when he's like Secretary of Defense Hogwarts, he's like, this war, what is it good for? And then all of a sudden, you're his end-all be-all. You're his destiny, Lorraine, right? He got nobody else in his life. He was online chatting with babes all day. Yeah, right. Go get yourself a dang quesadilla because... Honey, he got nobody else in his life. Yeah, you should invite him over to watch Napoleon Dynamite. Basically, Napoleon Dynamite's the story of his life. He's probably even got the stupid uncle that chucks a football at him. But anyway, exactly. You know any sweet jumps? It's a sledgehammer. God. Bonus points for anybody that knows how to dance in moon boots. But just so you know, he is totally harmless. Bless his heart. Ace of Cups. If you gave him a shot, you would end that player vibe out of him because he's harmless. You've only... Just marry him already. 6 of Wands. Guys, everybody here, she wants him just as much. And she's like, no, don't come over. Don't you text me like that. Go ahead, text me again. Right? Remember that thing in high school when the teacher rounded the corner and saw the cute little couple making out behind the lockers, and every time the boy kissed the girl, she's like, don't. Stop. Don't. Stop. Don't. Stop. Don't. Stop. Don't. Crystal. Would you two just make nice with each other? You literally are flirting with each other. And you guys are actually the perfect couple. Why aren't you guys a thing yet? He's the stupidest player. Oh, you've known him since high school. You were the ones kissing him behind the lockers. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Nine of Swords. You both want to make the offer. He's childish. He's Page of Cups. You're Knight of Cups. You're more mature than him. Nine of Swords, and neither of you guys bring it up. So this is just the funner way to do it with the Page of Wands. You guys are in a relationship, Empress card. You like receiving the picture. You like that. You like it. Oh my God. I now pronounce the stalker and wife. You may kiss the bride. or just text a kissing emoji. You guys are more comfortable there. Crystal, so busted. Crystal and her stalker sitting in a tree because they really love each other, but they don't know how to go forward with it. I ran out of rhyming words. Three of Wands, the Death card. You are my favorite reading of the day so far, Crystal, because you guys are already a thing. Oh, he's stalking me. Oh, he's stalking me. And he's over there being like, oh, she never shows me any attention. Oh, I'm so stressed out. I need another drink. No, I'm done. I can't talk to you anymore. You know, honey, he is actually totally safe. Stalker, that is the cutest pet name I've ever heard. My Pisces only calls me Pumpkin. You got, he's your stalker. Dated in 20s and broke up with him. You guys never broke up. You guys are Screech and Lisa from Saved by the Bell. You guys never broke up. He's Screech. You're Lisa Turtle, right? You're Lisa. He's Screech. You know what? You know what? It's cool. I like this. That is the cutest pet name I've ever heard. He's my stalker. You do know you two wind up together, right? Why do you keep pushing him away, Crystal? Two of Wands. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I want yet. Nine of Wands. Meanwhile, he wants you. You want him. Barney shows up. I love you. You love me. Ace of Wands for all to see. There's the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. Anyways, you guys are hilariously. You've always you guys are cute. You do wind up with him. You guys, he's your person. 10 of Cups. Even God is sitting up there going, what in the world made me give human race free will? That was a bad day. Bad decision. This is your guys' relationship. You actually been married for 20 years. This is your guys' relationship. So you guys should really just move in together and have fun with this. Okay, Lisa and Screech? You guys be all right. Crystal, no. Oh, don't stop. Don't stop. Crystal likes him. The Fool card. Come on, girl. I can't pull one card being like, oh God, walk away from him. He's Ted Bundy. The Tower card. You guys are literally Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That movie with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. That's you guys. I want to watch that movie now. But it's like, it's... Crystal, you're going to be all right. He asked that when I moved in here. I can't. Strength card. You guys are fighting your emotions. Just kiss and make nice. I know, Carla. Tarot explains it. My card, though. The Star card. I literally can't pull a bad card. What is it? Ace of Cups. I'm done. Mic drop. Archer out. He's totally harmless, and he's going to get you a Valentine's Day present. You will get flowers for Valentine's Day from him. From your stalker. He's such a stalker. He's just been online chatting with babes all day, riding a sledgehammer. You guys are cool. Page of Pentacles. He texted her right now while we're talking about him. She probably just got her I'm sorry text. I'll bet you. Sorry about that. I had too much last night. I know, you're fine. Because she likes it when he shows her the attention. It's cute. You two are cute. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Okay, I'm coming to your wedding when you get married again, because you will. 3, 4. You even knew the time. You even knew the time. If you didn't care, you'd be like, he called about 3 a.m. You're like, he called at 3:47 and 13 seconds. Oh, yeah, you don't care. I love you, Crystal. You're the bomb. Okay. Camelot. Camelot Bop. You're going to be at 144.22, which is a killer timestamp. He's not a player. He's about as much of a player as I'm a black guy. Come on now. Anyways, new timestamp. Okay, Cam, Ace of Swords. Yeah, cut it out, Archer. I'm white. I can't help it. Anyways, 144.44. Ooh, better timestamp. Okay, should I wait for the man who went quiet on before Christmas? Okay, let's find out if you should wait for the person that went quiet before Christmas. The Page of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Five of Pentacles to the Three of Cups. I'm being told that, yes, if you do successfully close the door on him, that God has prepared a Three of Cups soulmate for you that will show up in the next 3 weeks, that will be everything you wish for him to be. He did go quiet at this moment because in the Page of Wands to the Six of Cups, he's still at a point of emotional immaturity and was not ready to be an equal partner. You would have wound up raising a child as opposed to having a partner by your side. He had to go his own separate way. Now, just because you close the door, don't block him out and shut him down. Leave that door open while he heals in the Three of Cups. First one of the door wins. He might come back before you meet this person in 3 weeks. But within the next 3 weeks, you can meet a killer soulmate. So I'm saying don't you dare close the whole door, but he knows where to find you. It's that Beatles song. You know my name, look up the number, all right? No reason to cut your nose to spite your face, and you don't want to block and cut and that, because what if? Just what if he actually heals through this and he comes back correct? Anyways, remember, you're the prize. You're the prize. Okay, next up. Whoa, where'd it go? I'm still learning this. Oh, girl in love, thank you. Aw, hey, little baker. 14-second full spinny hug for you at 146.20. Full 14-second hug, which means I'm going to hold this for a little longer. Right about now. Remember, you matter. You matter, okay? The Six of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. Some of your childhood insecurities still come out where you don't feel like you're good enough and nobody sees you, cares about you, or hears you. Do understand. You even know his birthday, Crystal. Do understand that in the Five of Pentacles to the Three of Cups, the pause and the silence is actually allowing them to come in correct, okay? It's hard when you're alone and you get into that vibes that nothing is working out, nothing's going right, nobody hears you, you're standing in the middle of a crowded room screaming, nobody cares. The vibes on this that come through is that in the Six of Cups, you felt like you were a glass child since you were young, right? Maybe you came from like one narcissistic parent, one avoidant parent, something like that, where you never felt seen or heard, and it feels like it's carried on into your adult life. This is that final test to understand that you do matter, and that this old, young childhood trauma of yours coming up that you feel neglected and negated, now that you're older and better, you can rise above it this time. It's an old childhood wound resurfacing. Do understand that it's not that you aren't important or you don't matter. It's the fact that with what you're going through and the elevations of what you're calling in, the time required, it's the energy that the rewards are completely worth the wait. You do matter. And it's even giving you the vibes and the energy of your soul, of your body telling you, hey, go out and get out of the house a little bit more. Go out and let some people flirt with you. Let some people tell you look nice. Let some people say thank you when they hand you a coffee. Watch people in public when they say hi. All right? Go out and peacock yourself and have a little bit of fun. You could even be experiencing some seasonal depression right now based on where you live, because you're stuck inside these four walls and it's cold and it's snowy and it's gray and there's no sun. Knight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Do the work. Process those emotions when you do feel bad about it. To take that time to slow down and be like, you know what, why am I feeling this way? What is it truly? What's the true root of this? It'll give you that time to understand that you do matter. The Wheel of Fortune. All you can choose is how you react to the devil energy that comes and makes you feel this way. When the devil's like, you're not good enough, you're all alone, right? Only you can choose with the Wheel of Fortune how you react. To either be like, you're right, I'm alone, I'm miserable, I'm going to be on my own forever, right? Nobody cares. Or you can understand that people do care. People just have so much going on in their life that you could literally lay down in the middle of a crowded mall. If crowded malls even still exist, you could lay down on your back in the middle of a crowded mall. Everybody would just walk around you. Nobody would even notice because they're all in their own little worlds, holding their little phones and doing their own thing. You do matter to those people in your life. It's just that everybody is so asphyxiated and focused on themselves, they forget to reach out and make contact. And there are some people in your lives that God is saying, tell her she could press send too. There's nothing wrong with being, how you been? That friend, that buddy, things like that. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with going first instead of being like, I'm just going to wait until somebody reaches out to me first. There's a point in everybody's life where they realize at some point, stop that and go ahead and reach out to somebody. Instead of sitting there, it's like somebody trying to quit smoking and they're like 3 days into it and they're like, I'm fine, I'm doing, and you just want to look at them and go, just have one cigarette, just go outside and take 5 minutes. You can keep going and quit again tomorrow. That kind of a vibe, all right? When you have days like this that you're feeling this way, do understand that you can reach out, call some friends. You can do stuff like that too. And even understand that not every day is going to be a great emotional roller coaster and an awesome, awesome day. When those bad days do creep up that you feel like you don't matter, just understand that it's already in the past. Tomorrow's another day. And we'll regroup and start fresh tomorrow, right? And one of the things that I do when I feel like I don't matter or like nobody cares in that, I just veg out and go 6 of Cups. I put on an episode of Knight Rider. And in my life, in my world, for that moment, that car drives itself, talks. It's not William Daniels, it's not Mr. Feeney. That's super artificial intelligence. There's not a dude inside that seat. That car's driving itself. And it gives you a minute to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay. Right? Okay. I hope that helps. And you do matter. You always have family here. All right? Okay. JMM, thank you so much. You are so generous. And thank you, all of you guys. You guys are all awesome. I love you guys. I hope this helped for y'all. All right? This is kind of the new plan and the new spectrum we'll go to starting up next week when we get back down to physics. And you know what, you guys? You all matter. Remember that. Okay? With everything that's going on in the world, it is very easy for all of us to energetically soak up that energy that can lead to fights and problems and situations. Understand that what's going on in the world don't allow that to affect your internal personal life, all right? Stay close to your people, stay bound, and stay true to yourself, all right? Especially for light workers. We're in some very trying times right now that we could, all of us, emotionally suck up the energies around us, and we could join in the same energy that the rest of the world's experiencing. But remember, we're not sheeple here. We're above that, all right? So I think we're good. Are we good? Melissa, are we good? Cappy Goat, we okay? Shelby Belby, are you good? Crystal, are you good? How are you? How's your stalker? You guys are gonna go get a frozen pizza and some milk and have a good night tonight. I guarantee you, Crystal and her stalker, they're gonna hang out probably over this weekend or something, guaranteed. It's 1:15. I'm all alone and I need you now. Queen T, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. Spinny hugs to all you guys, all right? Remember, you guys all matter, all right? You're welcome. Right? How old are you now, Crystal? You in your 20s, right? And where's the girlfriend at now? What's she up to? He was 20. 20-year-old men don't know nothing. They're stupid. And what were you doing at 20? What was up with that other boy? It was just a kiss, right? It was just a kiss. But you, right? Why did I hear that song? You were about, what, 23, 24, right around there? Who was that boy? Yeah, oh, it was just a kiss. It was just a kiss. Oh, well, there you go. I'm not going to speak ill on that one, but there you go. Okay. So, well, that's karma. Anyways, but I know what kind of cancer it is too. But that's okay. I don't want to think about 20-year-old Archer. Michael's Okay, yep. So right. So now think about it, that this 20-year-old boy and that girl, now they've kept that lie going this whole time, because if they told you how awful that encounter was, you'd find out that it didn't go anywhere. Okay, right? They didn't make it all the way to home plate. He popped by second base. Anyway, so the thing on this is that they never made it the whole way, and you kissed a boy. So that cancels each other out, because honestly, the two of them, what neither of them ever told, it might be on her deathbed confessional, but what neither of them told you is they never actually did it. They just kept the lie going to speak cool. They didn't get any further than kissing either. That's why you didn't get any further with kissing, because you two stayed connected this whole time, because neither of you can really do it. Neither of you will leave the other one alone. Where's the new love in Crystal's life? We're kind of correct. Yeah, kind of. That's like saying the Titanic's carpeting is kind of damp right now. I love you, Crystal. 5 of Pentacles on the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there ain't no new love. 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Neither of you guys could go all the way. Yeah, but it's the best kind of busted. Crystal's got the best kind of busted right now, because she's secretly in love with this person. And yet it's like, oh, I'm not interested. Nope, not interested. I have other stuff going on in my life. No, thank you. When behind the scenes, it's like, oh, he's my stalker. He's my stalker. Did you see what he was wearing in that picture he sent me? God, he looked good. Stalker. But you do realize everything he does is just all attention seeking for you anyways. She's like, I know, everything I do is attention seeking. You guys have been in a relationship the whole time. Death card to the 8 of Cups. This is hilarious. You guys are going to be in the nursing home years from now, in separate rooms at the nursing home, being like, don't put me near his room. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. And the nurses are like, but ma'am, he's been your husband for 30 years. No, I don't need that stalker guy by me. Keep stealing my Jell-O in the line. No. I hope that helps, guys. What are the odds that Crystal and her stalker spend Valentine's Day together? Thank you. The Ace of Swords to the 5 of Swords. 51% chance. Oh, great. It's like weather. It's like meteorology. Neither of you guys are going to have dates or plans. Both of you guys are going to attempt to make dates and plans for Valentine's Day, all of which will Tower card fall apart on the both of you guys. And at the last minute, maybe around 1 a.m., both of you guys have no dates for Valentine's Day, and you wind up reaching out about that, and happy Valentine's Day. Because Ace of Swords, 5 of Swords, he reaches out, I really miss you, because his plans didn't work out. And you're secretly at home behind the scenes because your plans didn't work out. And you're like, if you miss me so much, why didn't you come and tell me to my face? And he's like, fine, I'm on my way. And you're like, don't you dare, stalker. No, don't come and see me right now. I did not unlock my door for you. I did not make sure that, like, don't worry, just leave your shoes by the door. The carpeting's good. But no, don't you come over. You know my address. Don't you do it. You're in my driveway now. You should not make sure you lock the doors when you come in. But you should, no, oh dear, don't do that. Don't stop. 20 years ago. But, right. I also said I'm going to have $1 billion by February 30th. Wait, did he say that or did you say that? 3 of Wands, the Tower. You're both saying it. You're both like, no dating. Swearing off dating. Not going to happen. Well, and the only reason that you're both saying that is because you're actually, psychologically, you're already committed to each other. Brain works in mysterious ways, don't it, God? God's like, yep. Crystal, oh gosh, oh no, not interested. I'm not dating anybody because I'm single. Yeah, no, you're not dating anybody because you guys have still been together from kids. That's actually the whole vibe on it too. That's the whole vibe. It's like you guys enjoy holding that over each other's head. You two just need to get a room and get it over with. Because once you are together, everybody in your circles are going to be like, we knew it. We knew it the whole time. And everything that you think is taboo, everybody else around you is like, what took you guys so long? We all knew it. Shelby's already in a relationship. I mean, bless his heart, he can't separate the salt from the sugar, but you love that big goofball. You love that big stupid dude, right? Yeah, I'm stalking you. No, he can't. I love you guys. Crystal, thank you for not getting mad at me in this one. All right? I just got to call it the way I see it. But I love you guys. All right? This is true, Shelby. That's gonna be a fun one. All right, guys, let's scoot and get out of here. Go have some lunch or go have a good date, and I'll see you in about 3.5 hours, and we'll do a pick a card. And with this interesting energy today, Lord knows how the pick a card's gonna go, but it'll definitely be worth watching. You should come back and hang out. It is. Crystal's in the Screech and Lisa from Saved by the Bell vibes. Yeah. Your high school sweetheart is about as much of a stalker as Screech was, and about as much as you should worry about, because he's about as harmful as Screech. Totally. He's a big dork. If it wasn't for the weather, he'd probably be on your front yard with a boombox at this point. You're like, oh, turn that music off. I don't want to hear it. That's a good song, though. That's our song. Oh. You guys sure do love to hate each other. That's the fun part. You guys watch 6 months from now when they're engaged and like, guess what? We made it work. We're getting everything's working out. And we're like, we knew that. We're just wondering when you two would figure it out, Crystal. Michael should do that. Because Shelby, you don't want to come back up here, Shelby. 6 to 12 inches, 6 degrees outside. It's meant. Crystal, if I'm that tapped into your energy that I'm seeing the dreams and the scenes and everything, what do you think the chances are that I'm wrong? I love you. You are awesome, Crystal. I better darn well get invited to that wedding. I have got to see you two together. All right? You don't even got to pay for a plate or anything. I'll handle that. I'll get it covered, okay? You don't got to put a penny down for it. I just have to come and be a part of this wedding just to be like, you two. It's you two. All right, guys. I love you. I'm going to get scooting on out of here. I'll see you a little bit later on, okay? But till then, peace, love, and spinny hugs. Even for Crystal and her stalker.